Today I'm gonna teach you how to massively increase your semen volume. So you can either spray a woman down with a super soaker 5000 type load, or you can improve your chances of getting her pregnant by massively increasing your fertility. So I'm gonna give you 7 different ways to increase your semen volume, as well as increasing and improving the fertility of your semen. So if you're trying for a kid, you have a far better chance of getting your woman pregnant. Now, the 7th tip I'm gonna give you today is actually an adult industry secret that nobody ever talks about. So let's go over some nitty-gritty details about like semen and exactly what the hell it even is. Sperm is made in your balls, and it only makes up about 5% of your ejaculate load. 20 to 30% of your load of your semen is actually prostatic secretions, which help to make the sperm more mobile and nourish and transport them. And the largest portion, which is like 60 to 70%, is from the seminal vesicles. And these are 2 little sac-like structures that are sitting behind the prostate. Now, when it comes to the ejaculation, what makes you a shooter versus a dribbler? It's actually the muscles around your urethra called the bulbocavernosus muscle, the BC muscle for short, which creates like this rhythmic contraction as you ejaculate, which causes the semen to be propelled forward. So the strength of the BC muscle, the strength of these muscles, is what makes you either a shooter or a dribbler. So how do we increase semen volume and how do we improve the health of our sperm? Number 1. Quit smoking. It might sound ironic from a guy who enjoys a cigar here and there. In particular, smoking things like cigarettes consistently, habitually, daily can cause nerve damage, which causes decreased production of the secretions that actually create semen in the first place. Number 2. Hydration. Simply drinking more water will 100% increase your semen volume, and thus increase all the secretions that support and nourish sperm as it's on its way to wherever you point it. So, for example, if your pee is super dark, then you're definitely dehydrated. Your pee doesn't have to be clear, that's actually too much. You're actually overhydrated there. Also, not drinking alcohol or caffeine, or at least cutting down on them, will help to hydrate your body more. These are known diuretics. Number 3. Kegels. The easiest way to describe this for a guy is that contraction you make when you stop your pee from flowing out midstream. So that technically counts as 1 Kegel. If you do these consistently, if you hold and release for several seconds at a time, say, hold this muscle for 5 seconds, release, do say 10 reps of that a day. So strengthening the BC muscle that we talked about that allows you to fully empty all the load that your body has built up. Number 4. Ejaculate less frequently. Studies have been done on delaying ejaculation frequency, and how much the volume of semen increases with each day off. So the first 4 days you don't ejaculate, your semen volume will increase by 12% each day. After 4 days, it increases by 7 to 8%. Now, my professional experience, as a guy who had to do this reliably on camera all the time and make it look as impressive as possible, was, my experience is that the magic window is about 3 days, which will produce your biggest bang for your buck. It will produce the biggest load that you can get. And after that, there's very much a case of diminishing returns. Number 5. Maca root. A 4-month-long study of men from the ages of 22 to 44 who took maca root every day increased their semen volume, sperm count, and sperm mobility. Number 6. Zinc. Your prostate produces citrate, which then binds to zinc, and when you have low zinc, your prostate doesn't get the signal to produce citrate, and then your semen volume subsequently will decrease. I used to personally supplement with about 50 milligrams of zinc the day before every scene. Number 7. This is a secret adult industry trick that barely anybody talks about, and I have no explanation for it. I cannot tell you why this works. I can simply guarantee you that it does, because every single person I have ever prescribed this to, and they've tried it. It has 100% worked flawlessly. Celery: eat a couple of sticks of celery, like, stalks of celery the night before. The next day, your load is going to be thicker and whiter, super consistent. So now we've talked about your orgasm. What about her orgasm? Well, let's find out some ways to make a woman come super easy every time right over here.